Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion where we are finally out of the Future Trunks arc and into the filler before the storm that is the next arc. Video in the description if you want to see the spoilers of what the next arc may possibly be. Nudge nudge, hint hint. But anyway, I'm just gonna take these filler episodes very lightly. Like, I'm gonna do what I did during the Potato arc. I know I did kind of take that a little bit seriously because it was a kind of a mini filler arc, but these episodes are just filler, just single episodes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a lot more casual. Usually I have notes and some few points to keep me on track for the episode, but since there's not really anything too much to discuss, I'm just going to be laid back, try and remember off the top of my head and improvise this discussion just like I'm gonna do for episode 69, possibly 70, but not 71. So with that being said, let's get into episode 68 of Dragon Ball Super.
Shenron, 叶える願いは誰のもの?
So the main real premise of this episode is just collecting the Dragon Balls and summoning Shenron. So we start off in at night time in Bulma's lab and she's making a new time machine, which at first sounds very interesting, but you'll soon realise that it's not because someone comes in and ruins that hope we all have that they may go back to the future just to see Trunks and stuff for like a mini filler arc in the future. Then we switch to Goku at Kaio-sama or King Kai's planet and he says he's going to revive them, being Kaio-sama, Bubbles and Gregory. And if you remember, like way back, it's so long now, but Kaio-sama, Gregory and Bubbles actually died in the Cell Saga when Goku instant transmission Cell to them and then he exploded, and obviously Cell survived, but Goku, Kaio-sama, Gregory and Bubbles did not survive. But then Goku instant transmissions into Bulma's lab to get the Dragon Radar, and Bulma turns all the lights off like, why are you here, why don't you knock before you come here? And then Goku goes out to go and get the Dragon Balls. We see a couple of characters that will be involved in this episode. We see Roshi, 18, Chi-Chi. We switch back to Capsule Corp as Beerus and Whis arrive, and it's really great to me in all honesty, just how involved they are in the cast now. You could say they are like Z Fighters, I guess. They involve themselves with the cast and the filler and the main story. They don't get involved in the fights, which is good because if they did, that would completely ruin the tension. But the fact that they get involved with the cast, they have nice like comedic parts, they have emotional parts, they have badass parts. That's just absolutely love that they're part of the cast now. They're here to get more food from Bulma as she takes them to this like crab restaurant thing. However, much to Bulma's dismay, Goku arrives back at Capsule Corp and summons Shenron. However, people start to arrive. Roshi, Oolong and 18 arrive. Pilaf tries to interfere, but Goten and Trunks appear, pummeling Pilaf out of the way. They all start arguing about who wants the wish, and as they're arguing, Pilaf tries to interfere again, but Gohan then appears, pummeling him into the ground like, whoa, Gohan actually hurt someone. And of course, just like the previews, Gohan has lost his mystic hair, his mystic bangs from the last episode, which was obviously going to happen. I mean, you know how Toei are right now, guys. If you're big Gohan fans, they know they're just going to cock tease you until the very end. Gohan wants to wish for Pan to get better as she has like a fever, and human medication doesn't help, although, I mean, human medication kind of helped Goku with the heart virus back in the Cell Saga, so that's a bit of a retcon, maybe? I don't know, it's just dumb, but it doesn't really matter, it's just filler. Gohan gets his wish granted, and we just see this little cute scene with Pan flying around and smiling. It's just, I love Pan as a character. I can't wait till she grows up. Hopefully she's not going to be as annoying as GT Pan. Like, God no, please don't do that. But Goku goes to ask Shenron to revive Kaio-sama, Gregory and Bubbles, but 18 interferes saying like, why does Kaio-sama need to be revived anyway? He lives in Otherworld. Why does it matter? And they all start arguing again. Pilaf tries to interfere again, but Bulma comes in with her like a car and just flies right into him. He's like, nope, right, okay, I'm giving up. And she literally just starts being like a mini Shenron. She gives Roshi a car full of women. She gives 18 a pep talk about how Krillin would only want her as a gift, he doesn't need a gift, as well as a case full of money for throwing Oolong away. And she says to Goten and Trunks, like, what do you want? And they're like, I don't know, we just wanted to make a wish. And Bulma's like, well, you kind of have to think of a wish before you want to make a wish. Then Bulma asks Goku to go to the Earth's core before he grants his wish to get this like mineral for the time machine. So Goku gets in this suit that resists like the heat of the Earth's core, but lo and behold, Beerus and Whis appear in front of him. Shenron is literally shaking at this point because he's been around for so long, but Beerus, Whis and Goku reappear, and Beerus asks what the mineral is for, and if Bulma is trying to make another time machine. Whis reiterates that it's against the universal law to travel through time, and Beerus smashes the mineral, and then, just to rub salt in the wound, he snaps his finger and we see an explosion happen in the background, and that's right, he literally just goes and snaps the time machine, just destroys it completely. That's the hope of them going back to the future to see future Trunks and Mai, and I guess future Trunks and future Mai and future Bulma again, but I guess we'll see them eventually. Goku goes to quickly wish Kaio-sama, Gregory and Bubbles back to life, but Shenron can't hold out any longer as he disappears back into the Dragon Balls as the episode ends there. But now it's time for my overall thoughts of this episode, and really, what can I say about it? I guess it's bad that the time machine has been destroyed, so there's no chance of them going back to the future now that Beerus knows that Bulma is trying to actively make another time machine. I honestly don't know what to say about this episode just because it's filler. There's not exactly much to say about it. But with that in mind, I guess I'm just going to move straight on to the previews. So with the overall thoughts out of the way, it's time to get into the previews as we come to episode 69, and I cannot wait for this episode. The episode is entitled Goku vs. Arale, Earth ends in a wacky battle. I can't wait for this episode, honestly. This is what we should have gotten when it said that Arale was returning to Dragon Ball, not just that like half a second cameo we got back in episode 43, I think it was. The first thing to note is that Arale is doing the next episode previews, which is great. A quick crash course, if you don't know who Arale is one of the main characters from Toriyama's wildly successful manga predating Dragon Ball, Dr. Slump. I personally haven't got round to reading the manga or watching the anime adaptation yet, but I will eventually watch it. So the first thing we see is Vegeta almost shocked looking at Arale. We also see Gachan, who is like an angel sent by the god of Dr. Slump's universe. Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump's universes do not take place in the same kind of dimension or universe, I guess you could say, so this kind of crossover has always been quite odd. We then see Vegeta power up and just smash Arale into the air. We then see Goku and Vegeta looking worried, seeing Arale's head and body in two, and then scared when the body puts the head back on because Arale is also an android as well, not a human. We then see Senbei Norimaki, who is Arale's creator and the main character of Dr. Slump, as well as Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue state charging a Kamehameha. So I don't know if this is going to be like an actual serious fight or just like a pretend fight, because Arale in the Dr. Slump universe has the power to crack the Earth in half. Yeah. Beerus also appears for some reason, I don't know why he's there. Mr. Satan is, I guess, presenting it by the looks of things. Now one massive thing that has completely blown up in the community is that we see a shot of Trunks in this preview, and I don't know about you guys, but he looks older to me, and a lot of other people as well. Like, he looks taller, his hair looks less messy and more kind of like future Trunks' hair but purple. However, this could just still be like Kid Trunks but from a weird angle that makes him look older. I don't know, but if he is older, that means Goten will be older, Pan will be older, possibly Bra will be born by that point. Hopefully should be born by now. There might be a time skip, we don't know yet, but the last thing we see is Vegeta just flying into the air as if he got clobbered. But that's all for this video, guys. If you guys like this video, please do leave a like and a comment in the comment section below, share this amongst your friends. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.